Hey, everybody. Anthony Morrison here. Welcome to the Success Connection. Let me see if I can't get my webcam on. There we go. You'll notice I'm sitting down tonight, so a little different view here of the office and what we got going on, but happy to be here nonetheless. Hold on, I'm not used to doing this sitting down, so some of my stuff is in the way. Anyway, welcome to the Success Connection. If you're new, congratulations. Thank you for being here. And of course, if you've been here a million times, thanks for being here 1,000,001. I'm super excited to be here for you guys tonight. I got a great presentation for you tonight that I think that you're going to love. At least I hope that you're going to love it. And we're going to talk about some stuff that I think is really going to help you in your business. And it doesn't matter if you're doing our Partner with Anthony business or if you're doing something else. What I'm going to talk to you about tonight is I think going to benefit you in every way. Just a quick little housekeeping like we always do, and I'm going to keep it quick tonight. If you're a new student, the Success Connection is not about any one specific product or training or anything like that. The Success Connection is really just this place where we come together, we connect, and we're able to work together to build new businesses and to learn how to expand our existing businesses. And it's something that I do for you guys completely free every Thursday night. So not anything specific to any one of our programs. Now, we have been talking a lot about the Partner with Anthony program. That is because most every single person has or is a member of the Partner with Anthony program. I kind of designed it that way. That's why it's so inexpensive. And it's because it's allowing me to help so many people. In fact, as of today, we have north of, I think, 200 people who we owe commissions to. So north of 200 people in the Partner with Anthony program that have made money and that we owe commissions to in our commission payouts. So that is really incredible. 200 people. And really, you know, we released this February 14th, and very few people actually got started on Valentine's Day. So we're looking at, you know, inside of a month that we've created 200 successful students, 200 people making money, and that's pretty incredible and pretty awesome. And that number continues to grow every day by like 5, 6, 7, 8 new people making money. So making sales, making money, building lists, all those awesome things. That's what this program is all about. That's the reason why I designed it, right? And so tonight what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a few things. I've got my notes from last week, okay? If you happen to be brand new and you don't have the Partner with Anthony program and you're completely new to what we do, well, it's okay. Every single week we will catch you up on the stuff that maybe you've missed, right? And you'll get links at the end of tonight that will allow you to go in and download anything that you've missed, all the new funnels, the student funnels, everything. You'll get them all completely free tonight. So if you're new and this is your first time, don't worry, we don't leave you out to dry. We catch you up and we give you everything that you need, okay? So, for tonight, all right, here's what I have planned for you guys tonight, okay? Number one, I'm going to give you Ryan's opt-in funnel. Okay, so you'll recall last week I bought a funnel from Ryan. You guys will get it completely free. It's not going to cost you anything. I paid for it. You can have it for free, and it's really, really good. Okay, number two, I'm going to show you how to build Facebook compliant pages. I'm going to show you how to build Facebook compliant funnels, okay? Because I know a lot of you want to run Facebook ads, especially those of you that are reaching, you know, sessions, I think 17, 18, 19, something like that in the Partner with Anthony program. There's a lot of, you know, of opportunity on Facebook. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that, okay? Number three, I'm going to give you my best opt-in page. Okay, I'm going to give you the best opt-in page that I have tested, okay? And it is for solo ads. It is not for Facebook, all right? So it is for solo ads. I'm going to give you that completely free. And then we're going to talk about buying more pages And then we're also going to talk about our next business. So what is our next business going to be? I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to tell me which way you want me to go. So for those of you that happen to be on here live tonight with us, you're going to get a little special treat in that you'll get to kind of help decide which direction we go from here on the Success Connection. So again, listen, if you are not a partner with Anthony student, okay, so if you're not a partner with Anthony student, and even if you are, okay, even if you are, you want to understand the funnel, okay? So the funnel for the Partner with Anthony program is you're going to have to generate traffic, right? And inside of that course, we talk about it. We talk about it a lot on the Success Connection. We talk about it all the time, generating traffic, right? That traffic comes in, and it always comes into an opt-in page, okay? And then that opt-in page, once they opt in, kind of drops them off on what we call a thank you page. And this page has a link, okay, that goes up here to essentially the Partner with Anthony sales page, okay? And this is, by the way, we've talked about this so many times in the past, okay? So I want you guys to realize that what I'm showing you is the profit cycle funnel, right? And I taught this, and I've been teaching this for a long time, but the profit cycle funnel is a funnel that every business model follows, okay? And part of that obviously is that you collect an email address, okay, on this thank you page, and it goes on to essentially your list, okay? What makes the Partner with Anthony program any different? There's really nothing different up until this point right here, okay? This point right here. So essentially, and I think this is an important thing for all of you to understand as you kind of go through this program. And for those of you that don't have it, I'll give you a chance to get it tonight. You can get it anytime. But I want you to understand the different sections, because this will kind of go into what are we going to do in the future, right? Like what's going to happen next week on the Success Connection? What do you want me to teach you? What do you want me to give to you? What business do you want to build, okay? You know, I talked to you a lot about how, and maybe we should kind of make this go like this, okay? I talked to you a lot about, hey, all right, there's always this opportunity down here. We used to call this the profit zone, okay? We called this the profit zone. All right, it was called the profit zone. And down in here is where you would do email promos, okay? So you would do all these email promos, and essentially, okay, essentially this was, and this is part of what we call back end, okay, marketing. All right, so this is part of what we call back end marketing, and this is where big money is made, okay? Now, you are able to do that on pretty much every business, okay? So every business has this back end, or you should. You could build out this back end profit zone where you're monetizing your email list, okay? You're sending emails, you're making money. You can promote your own products, okay? So we've talked about that in the past. You can promote your own products. You can promote products as an affiliate, okay? You can do solo ads, meaning you can sell solo ads to your list, all types of different things that you can do with this email list, okay? That leads people down this path. Now, what makes Partner with Anthony a little bit different is that if they buy, they go into what we call our members area, okay? And as they go through the members area, we sell other products for you, okay? This is where the Partner with Anthony program creates a new piece of monetization, okay? So this is kind of like a new thing, right? So this is something that, you know, you don't usually get, okay? That's new. That's something that's not usually available in a normal business model, right? As an affiliate, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You're never really profiting over here from this members area, okay? So one of the things I want you to think about is, as we progress forward, so many of you are members of the Partner with Anthony program, and it wouldn't matter if you weren't or not. The question is, do we want to build together, okay, a new product that goes into here, okay, that I can plug in and essentially sell for you. Okay, you would instantly become an affiliate of it, and I would be selling it for you through this program. Or do you want us to build a product of your own, okay, that you own, you process all the sales, all that stuff, just like we've done in the past. We build a product that you own, that you can sell, that you can now sell to your email list. So do we want more products inside of that session, okay, inside of those sessions, or do we want to build a product together that, you know, literally we build the funnel, we build everything, you go sell it, it's yours, you make all the money, there's no affiliate stuff, but I'm not there selling it for you, okay? So there's two different things. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit later. Now, in terms of funnels, I told you that I bought this funnel right here, an opt-in page and a thank you page from Ryan last week, and I bought it because, quite honestly, it was a good funnel, okay? And if we look at it, we'll take a quick look. And for those of you, again, if you're new, you will get this funnel for free tonight. Don't worry, you'll get all 14 of these, which is awesome. So you can take a quick look at this funnel, okay? So I want you to take a look at what Ryan has put together here and how I want you to break this page down, okay? Discover how I made $1 million online with this exact simple strategy. All right, usually what we like to do, and I'm going to give you guys a little lesson because so many of you are running traffic now, so many of you are making money now, so many of you are doing these landing pages. I want you to understand a couple things. Usually what I like to do is, sorry, he's got a timer on here, so hold on. So usually what I like to do is I love to use the red and the black like this. The red and the black really does pop. It makes it very easy to say, like, if you look at this page, there's a little bit of like mindset stuff going on. It says $1 million simple strategy in that subject line, or in that top line. We call it the headline. If you look at this, it says $1 million simple strategy. Now, and sorry, he's got a timer, so it's going to keep redirecting us, and I can't really stop it. From a compliance standpoint, we never say easy. You know, it's funny how words make a big difference. You know, I've told you guys in the past, words matter. When you say something is easy, that's not good. When you say something is simple, that can work, right? Like, that can be okay. So it's funny how just changing the words, simple to easy or easy to simple and things like that can make a big difference in whether or not what you are doing is actually compliant, right? And I think that's really an important thing for us to keep in mind. So we've got that. Now, I also like the idea that there's this play button over here, and it kind of shows that there's something happening on the next page. If you put this information in here, okay, you get to move on to the next page. But this is the crazy thing right here. This is where you put in proof that this is working for others just like you. And there's just this scrolling thing of just tons of people that have posted in our group that they've made money with this, right? Which is really awesome. Now, you can see that the earnings disclaimer is really, really big here, okay? I like that. I like the fact that it says it should be noted that earnings and income statements made by Partner with Anthony's are made by the Partner with Anthony's students, it should say students, are estimates only of what we think you can possibly earn. There's no guarantee. If you don't, like, I like to actually write, and I can't give you guys legal advice. I'm sorry, I'm sure you can see this on my face, and right here. Just a quick, for those of you that know, I've had some issues lately. I'm back on medicine, on another medicine, so I'm struggling through tonight as well. I don't really know what's going on with me, but I took a lot of steroids, and all this stuff went away. I've been off steroids for a week. All of a sudden they're back. Now it's coming back on my face, and it's all around my chest and my arms, and so I can barely really think straight right now. So again, just unfortunate realities. I don't know what's going on with me, and I think that's probably the worst thing, is not knowing what's going on with you tends to be worse than you know, the alternative, which is knowing, you know, or you know, knowing. If I know what's wrong with me, I feel a little better. If I don't know what's wrong with me, I don't feel so great. Also, look, this exit pop here. I want you guys to see what I really like about this is he made what we call a GIF, like an animated GIF. If you look at this, you can see that it's got me starting off the presentation, and then it redirects you over here if you don't opt in. One of the biggest things that we want to remember, okay, when we are doing our advertising, all right, is that getting people to this sales page right here, or any sales page. So again, I want to be very clear in my training here that if you are not a partner with Anthony's student, this training is still relevant to you. And here's why it's relevant. Because even if you're an affiliate for another product, even if you've built your own product, it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing online. What we're talking about is this page right here. What we're talking about is this opt-in page, okay? And that's what we're giving you tonight. You'll get this opt-in page completely free. If you don't opt in, okay, there's no sense in taking you to a thank you page because you didn't opt in. But our ultimate goal, our money goal is this. We want eyeballs looking down here at this page, okay? We want people to see our sales page. So it's almost like if we give them enough time to opt in and put their email address in, but they don't actually do it, we're better off, okay? We're better off going in and redirecting those people automatically on our own and getting them on over to our sales page. Because what we really want is sales. So our goals with any campaign, number one is sales. Number two is leads, okay? That's just the way that it is. Now, a lot of you might say, okay, well, Anthony, well then why would your sales page be in spot 2 and your opt-in page be in spot 1? And there's a real clear answer for that. It's that it's almost impossible when you're running cold traffic, just cold traffic from a solo ad, straight to a sales page to make money on the front end. Meaning if you send 1,000 people there and you spend $500, you're gonna make $500. That doesn't often happen, and it's because most people need to see things multiple times before they buy. The reason an opt-in page is so important is because, again, it builds this all-important list down here, okay, which lets you re-promote and re-promote and re-promote and re-promote, which again gives you more eyeballs, more eyeballs, more eyeballs, more eyeballs, and more sales. But if a person is not giving you their email address, right, if we take a stab at it and they don't do it, then the best thing to do is just get them onto the sales page, try to grab their attention, try to lock them in the zone where they're focused on what you're doing, because now there's an opportunity for you to make some good money off of somebody who wasn't going to give you their email address in the first place, okay? That's the reason why this works so well, and that's the reason why I like this funnel that Ryan built, because it actually implements all of those same strategies. It's giving you the proof here that things work, so you got some social proof, okay? It's got really good, like, again, words in red that if I just look at this page, I see $1 million simple strategy. Now, we're not trying to make people think they're gonna make $1 million, but I also know, oh, okay, this is something legit. And down here it says, this is how I made $100 million, or 100 million, I wish, right? $1 million. So really good. This exit pop is also engaging because of this animated GIF right here, okay? And you can see this timer is counting down. So you've got about 30 seconds to opt in. If you don't opt in, this thing's gonna send you on along, right? And you'll be surprised at how many times people will look at this and they'll wait for that timer to hit 0 and just wait and see what really is gonna happen if this timer hits 0, right? And what they see is it's kind of like, hey, we're getting ready to start, right? And the minute that this thing hits 0, it says, okay, we're starting, boom, off we go, and we're on to our sales page, right? And so I think that that's actually a really important piece of this puzzle, and I really, really like that, okay? So all of you guys will actually get this page completely free tonight. I'll have it available for you to download in just a little bit, okay? We'll put it live. So super important, if you're here, you're gonna get that page completely free. I bought that page for you. You're going to get it for free, okay? Now, let's talk about number 2, okay? Building a Facebook compliant page. All right. Facebook compliant. Now, here are some of the things we cannot do on Facebook, okay? No timers. I know, right? That sucks, but no timers. No money claims. What that means is we can't say, look at how we made $1 million. Look at how we made this dollar. Look at how we made that dollar. Can't say that, okay? Facebook doesn't allow it. We cannot have exit pops. Can't have them, all right? And then there's the must-haves. You must have a disclaimer stating that this page is not involved with Facebook, okay? You must have a terms of privacy links, okay? And we'll talk about that in just a second. We'll talk about some of the ways that you can get those, okay? So you must have that, all right? It's an absolute must. Now let's take a look at a page that I'm currently running on Facebook and fighting every day with Facebook about to get them to approve it, okay? So let's take a quick look. So this is a page that I built for Facebook ads. You'll notice it says, can I help you build your internet business? Free book, plus I'll partner with you if you're interested. You'll notice it doesn't say, learn how I made $1 million. It doesn't say that. And the reason it doesn't say that is because Facebook won't allow it. If you try to run something like this on Facebook, more than likely they're going to say no, okay? Unless you change these words up. Now, one of the things that we're testing right now is this survey thing. They don't really like it, I'm not gonna lie. They're not big fans of the survey, which one do you want type of thing, okay? They're not huge fans of it. Then you've got down here, you've got, like, you'll notice that we have our, you don't have to necessarily have a refund policy, but you do need to have your terms and your privacy policy, okay? And you need to have this disclaimer right here, right? In fact, you're welcome to rip this off of any of my pages. That'd be perfectly fine. This is not like legal stuff. This is Facebook compliance stuff saying, hey, this site's not associated with Facebook. This is something that, I don't know, probably a year or 2, 3 years ago, maybe, our Facebook rep told us you need to put this on your page. It'll make Facebook happy. So we put it on our page. It's almost on every page we have now, even if we don't run it on Facebook, it just kind of makes its way there. So you can take this off of one of my pages, and we may just throw this on a page that I give to you guys anyway, and you can use it, okay? But let's take a look at a page, okay? Let's see. Let's take a look at a page, all right, that we have. Student opt-in pages. Okay, so if I'm looking at all of our student opt-in pages, okay, and there are a lot of them, all right, these are pages that you guys built, all right, and there's tons of these in here. If I look through these and I try to find one that would be easiest to get approved on Facebook, okay, oftentimes what you're going to find is there's not a whole lot of these that Facebook will love. And the biggest thing that I think is important for some of you, because a lot of people have written us on either support or in the Facebook group and said, hey, Anthony, you know what? As much as I've followed the rules with Facebook, they're still disapproving my ads. Well, welcome to the club. They disapprove my ads every day. And that doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong. It just means that, first of all, there's automated bots that crawl Facebook, and they automatically will remove ads, really sometimes for no reason. And if you appeal that, you can get it overturned. I would say even a page like this might be closer to getting approved on Facebook. You'll notice it's got the privacy and the terms down here, okay? So if I were to take this page right here and say, hey, how can we make this Facebook compliant? Or how could we try to make this Facebook compliant? What I'm going to do is walk you through that real fast, okay? So this is our current page. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this page, okay? And I'll give all of you the clone page, so don't worry. All right, let's just select this, and then let me rename it, okay? Let's see. Facebook page. All right, so I'm going to update that. So you're all going to get this page as well tonight. All right, now I want to first disclaim my own self and say to you, I cannot guarantee you that you are going to get approved with this particular page, okay? I cannot guarantee it. What I can guarantee is that the changes I make to this will make it more likely that you can get approved, okay? So one of the very first things that you'll notice is we got all this privacy policy and stuff, but what we really need to add in here is this site is not officially endorsed by Facebook, yada, yada, yada. So if we add that on there, now we've made Facebook happy in that we've told people this site is not Facebook's site, okay? We all know this, but that doesn't mean Facebook does. Then what we do is check and make sure it shows up here, and it does on the mobile version of this, okay? So I can live with that. Then we take a look and we look for pop-ups. So if we show the pop-up, there's no pop-ups on this page, so that's good. We have no timers on this page, okay? So that's good. We've got this little thing that says we don't send unsolicited emails. That's good. Remember, with Facebook, the more you try not to get somebody to opt in, the happier Facebook is. That's just part of the game of Facebook. So what you really have to remember, and let me try to show you this real fast. What you have to remember on Facebook is if we're doing Facebook traffic, okay, so if we're getting traffic from Facebook, okay, we'll call it Facebook traffic, to our opt-in page, okay, usually what we're going to get, all right, and this is just a rule of thumb, is from the opt-in page to what we call our bridge page, okay, which all this is the thank you page, right? Thank you. All right, so all this is the thank you page that has a link that goes to the sales page, okay? You have to use this thank you page. I want to be very clear. If you're running a solo ad, you don't necessarily have to use this thank you page. If you are, you can just basically send people, if you want to, you can send them from here to here on solos. Now, if you're inside of the Partner with Anthony course and you're following along, we first teach you to do it with a thank you page so you can track your opt-in rates. So please follow along the course if you're in there. If you're not in there, you can get in there later today. That's up to you after we're done with our webinar. But no matter what, in general, okay, you can skip this thank you page. When you are on Facebook, you cannot skip this thank you page ever, okay? Always remember that, because Facebook will check it. They will check the opt-in page. They will put an email address in there, and they will go look at this bridge page. They will look at where is the person going to land and end up once they opt in. If it's on a sales page, no dice. They're probably going to disapprove your ads. So what happens with Facebook is we have a drop off. So let's say our solo ads, we're getting like a 30, call it even 30% opt-in rate. Okay, that means out of if we're doing it in green, that means if we have 1,000 people here, we end up with 300 people here. All right, now let me do Facebook in red. If we have 1,000 people from Facebook come in, okay, we might have 300 people hit this page, okay, from the opt-in, all right, but then we're going to lose a percentage of people here, maybe 10%. We may only have 270 people hit here. Now, another thing that's very interesting is that our opt-in rates oftentimes are lower. Think about that. If this is getting 30%, this is probably going to only get 25%, which drops us down a little more, because now we're at 250 of people here, and then of course this is going to drop off, like say 90% of the people, going through, and that's going to end up at about 225 people. So we're at a minus 75 people with Facebook, okay? Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because in all of your marketing, it doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter if it's with Partner with Anthony, it doesn't matter where it is. Understand that there's also this thing called quality. Quality, and it matters. With a solo ad, okay, you get low quality. Your whole purpose is quantity plus low cost. So with a solo ad, all you're really trying to do is get as many people as you can to see your ad and to opt in, okay? Like that is the goal of a solo ad, okay? With Facebook, okay, it's a higher quality, and it's because you target people, okay? And what that means is, it's very simple. We go to Facebook and we say, hey, Facebook, we want you to show this ad to people who are interested in ClickFunnels, or we want to show this ad to people who are interested in making money, or we want to show this ad to people who have recently visited these pages, whatever the case may be, people who have an affinity for this group or that group. We give them targeting metrics. So even though we get less people, okay, so even though we end up over here with less people, okay, than we have with solo ads, what ends up happening is they have a higher buy rate. Okay, they usually have a lower cancel rate. All right, and they have a higher average value, so higher average order value. So you guys know we added in the upsell last week, and it's been phenomenal for Partner with Anthony. Like people are making $48, $50 or $48.50 on the upsell constantly. It's converting at about 23% right now. So what we're looking at is when you generate a Partner with Anthony, purchase, you're not just making half of $7. You're not just making $3.50. There's a lot of money being made by people right now, and it's because we have that one upsell. Well, usually the Facebook traffic is going to buy that upsell at a higher rate, and the reason is again, it's a more targeted person. It's a person that came there with the intent to make a purchase because of an ad they saw versus an email that they got from somebody who they probably don't even know, right? So intent purchasing and intent matters, and that's what really helps you to increase your sales and your ROI. So when you're looking at Facebook, don't always compare it to your solo ads and say, oh my gosh, my opt-in rate is too low, this isn't going to work. Understand that you can make the same number of sales. Like for instance, if this is our sales page right here, okay, so if this is our sales page, it may be that that once people buy, okay, they come over here and they become a buyer. All right, so it may just be that this particular one, like from here to here, only converts at maybe like 2%. Okay, and so that ends up giving you what, like 6 buyers? So maybe you got 6 buyers there. But this, okay, this one down here, when these guys get here, these people may go over here and they may go over at like 4%. Okay, which could give you somewhere around 8 buyers, give or take. All right, so you might actually get more buyers even though less people got to the page. So while all of these numbers are arbitrary, meaning everything is different. I mean, if I'm running a page here, this is where a lot of you will start off with some of the same opportunity. But remember this Facebook ad, right? This ad that sits out here, I mean, if I target my ad to people that are 14 years old, then this model, like all these numbers right here, obviously are not true because 14-year-olds can't even buy. So I guess my point is don't look at what I'm doing or what my numbers say and say, okay, I got to match those numbers, because it's not true. Everybody has a specific or a different scenario. It may be that you're getting Facebook traffic for way cheaper because your targeting is not as good. So your opt-in rate or your buy rate might be lower, but your return on investment might be the same. You see what I'm saying? So this model, as it's built out, has all these different opportunities for you to go in and make a change that's going to make a big change to the whole funnel. In fact, for those of you that are in the Partner with Anthony program, session 21, which will be out next week, is going to be the most important session of training I have ever done. And the reason it's going to be important is I am going to give you an Excel pro forma sheet that literally tells you how much money you're going to make when you plug in certain numbers. I'm not going to go through it here because it won't apply to everybody. And also, there's people that are in Partner with Anthony that are only on session 6 or they're only on session 8. It doesn't apply to you at that point. It applies to you when you get to session 21. That's the reason why I built this program out to where you can't skip sessions. So if I talk too much about it and teach too much of it on here, then it sits just like you've skipped a session, right? How many of you got the stuck notifications today, by the way, earlier today? Just say yes. All right, I see some of you. So we added in automations where if you are stuck on a module for more than 3 days, we send an email and say, hey, look, you're stuck. What's going on? What can we do to help you? How can we get this? How can we push you through this program? How can we motivate you to do a little more? How can we get you logged in and get you going? Because that's the only real way to make money. That's the only real way to be successful. That's the only real way to make a change, right? Is to actually do the work. The great thing about the Partner with Anthony program, the way I teach it and the way we sell it, and really the way I teach you guys is you don't get rich sitting on your butt doing nothing. You got to put in the work, right? And how many of you have heard me say that before? Many times. Yeah? I see lots of yeses. Very good. Karen says absolutely. I mean, here's the deal. Like, you got to put in the work, right? It doesn't just manifest itself into millions. And so we're pushing people through the program to teach them that, hey, there's money to be made here, but you've got to put in the work. You've got to get in here and get this done. You know, log into this program, like get finished with this session, and so on and so forth. So you're going to be getting a lot of those notifications if you do not actually progress. And then, quite honestly, if you stay stuck on a session too long, we cancel your account and we delete it. So then you got to start all over again. Nobody wants that. But the whole idea is to keep people in the program that are truly using it and to eradicate the people that are not. And that's a twofold thing. Like I told you guys last week, it's because I want I want only to have people that are truly interested in it and doing it. And I want to build people that don't want to do it. So that will, kind of hurt some of your commissions as you build up and sell more of this. But at the same time, we're doing the right thing. And so that's ultimately all that matters. So this, I'm going to give all of you will get a copy of this in our replay that we send out tomorrow. You'll be able to download this sheet. You can kind of look through it and make some of these numbers and adjustments, but understand that Facebook traffic is a different animal, okay? It really is a different animal, and you have to look at it as such, right? But there's tons of money to be made once you dial it in, and you don't have to be super, super, super smart to do that. Now, going back to this page, okay? It says, do you want to supercharge your business? Then partner with Anthony. Here's the thing. I'm not 100% sure that Facebook loves the partner with language. I'm still working on that. We're still trying to figure out why are they declining my page. I think a lot of it is because it's a survey page. That's my thought right now. And so I don't advise or unadvise you to test with this language, the partner with Anthony. You might say, okay, for a Facebook compliant page, work with Anthony, right? You can still see it says partner with Anthony on that screen, but that's not language, that's not text that they can crawl, right, with their bots and see. So it might say, then work with Anthony in 2019. Now, here's the deal. This language right here probably isn't going to work. Have you tried to make money on the internet and completely failed? It's probably not your fault. That's a shocking statement. These things, unfortunately, as great as that is and as compliant as that seems to me, it just says, hey, have you tried to do this before and failed? Cool. Okay, it's probably not your fault. You probably bought some crappy course from somebody who doesn't care, who's just selling you something because they don't think about the fact there's people on the other end of these things. They just sell crap. They see money hit their bank account and they think, oh my gosh, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a great person. Really, they suck, right? This happens all the time. It's part of life. Unfortunately, the internet allows for this type of stuff. So we have to reword this. How do we reword it? What do we say here to cause somebody to give us that email address? Now, you guys know that I've given you a book in the past, and that book is still available for you. It's here on this page right here. All of you will get access to this page tonight if you don't already have access to it. But you can see right here, there's this 8-figure funnel formula book right here, okay? And you can download this book. It might not be a bad idea to say you're gonna give them a copy of this book for free if they opt in. There's nothing wrong with that. I've also given you some other things like PowerPoints, I think there was something in here, one of these, let's see, I think this bump sale, yeah, so check this out. This is another something you could give to people, so check this out. This is the 8-figure funnel traffic sources, okay, where it talks about awesome traffic sources. You could technically you could give that away, okay? So when we're looking at this page, instead of saying all of this, we might say something like, let's see, Anthony, I can't see what I'm typing. Okay, there we go. Okay, Anthony is giving away his, call it 8-figure traffic blueprint completely free. And he might do something plus, you'll learn how you can actually work with him just like I am doing right now. Something like that, right? And this plus sign, it would be great if it was bigger, but maybe we'll make it red, bold it, something like this. Now, then it says, yes, I need you to show me how to succeed, plus I want the blueprint. Okay, now we don't want this to be, and it's the free blueprint, the free traffic blueprint. Now we don't want this to be so big, but right now it actually lines up perfectly with the bottom of this page. So I think that's pretty good. So a page like this has a chance of getting approved with Facebook. I'm going to save it, and then always make sure you go back and you look at this. Now, what you'll notice is that none of this content changed, okay? So we have to go over here and say, then work with Anthony in 2019, and then we may just grab all of this content through here. Let's see if it will. Let me copy all of it. I have the GoToWebinar thing up, so it's hard for me to see it. And then we just kind of go in here. And, let's see. Might make it a little easier, and then paste it. Okay, bold that. And then we've also want to change this, so we'll just go down here. And so a lot of this is just copy and paste. As you can see, I just copy it, and I go over here, paste it. And then this needs to be made smaller because it's on mobile. So I think that the mobile size needs to be more like that. All right, and we'll save this. Okay, so now what we have is a page that, they never have anything right on here, is a page that looks like it could get approved from Facebook, okay? And you'll notice the changes between this one and this one. They're not huge, but Facebook their biggest thing is what you say, like what's being said on the page. Is it partnering with Anthony or is it just working with me, all right? You might even change that word to learn with Anthony in 2019, right? We're not talking about people failing anymore. Now what we're doing is we're talking about giving them a free blueprint. You could take a picture of that free blueprint and put it on here and give it away as a lead magnet to get people to move forward, okay? That's the whole idea, is getting people to move forward. You could do a play off of this and say, maybe put an arrow over here and say, this is my mentor, right? Like you could have a little thing, arrow over here pointing to me, this is my mentor, and put your picture on this page. Let me tell you guys something. One of the best ways to market is not to use my face, right? Aside from the fact that it's all jacked up right now and I keep looking at it and freaking out thinking, what is going on? It's like a reminder of something weird is happening in my body right now, and I'm trying not to think about it while I do this. Especially since it's been over a month, so you know it's probably something more serious than not. But anyway, one of the biggest things that you can remember is you possess the ability to promote something better even than I do. Because if you're promoting my product, right, or the Partner with Anthony program, you are a student and you're talking from a student's perspective and you're giving people that information from your perspective. That's more powerful than putting a page up like this that essentially appears to be me, right? So you're running an ad. When they click it, it kind of appears to be like it's from me. This page would, in my opinion, would do better for all of you if you altered it and showed that it was from you, from your perspective, from a student's perspective. I want you to write that down, okay? In fact, I'm going to share it with you here, or I'm going to write it on here, okay? Increase ROI if you do it from a student's viewpoint or perspective, or whatever you want to call it. If you do this, there's a really good chance that your page does better and the opt-ins are better. Because look, if I'm out here, okay, this is me, and I'm trying to sell the customer, okay? I'm trying to sell the customer. It's a direct deal. If this customer buys, I make money. But if basically I'm out here, okay, and this is me, and I go to you, all right, and this is a student, all right, and my student is out here trying to sell the customer, okay, now the customer's looking back here and they're saying, oh, it's the student telling me how great this is. They don't really see me back here in this background. So they're not thinking about the money that I'm gonna make. They're just thinking about the success that the student had. It's a different perspective, right? And it works far better than this model here, okay? This is no bueno, as I say. This is not as good, okay? This is what I'm stuck with because this is just what I have to do because, I mean, I am me. But you have the opportunity to not necessarily do that, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you this Facebook compliant page tonight, and here's what I want you to do, all right? And I'm gonna go in and tell you this for next week, okay? And I've got some other things I want to give you tonight, but for next week, I want you to create Facebook compliant pages, or a Facebook compliant page from a student's view perspective, from a student's perspective. I'm going to buy for $250 each. Now, what does that mean? That means that next week, I'm going to buy pages that implement all of the stuff that I told you up here about Facebook, about Facebook and what they like, okay? So you gotta remember, oh man, undo that, okay. You gotta remember this stuff, okay? No timers, no money claims, no exit pops. Gotta remember that they must have, and you don't have to put these links and things, just put placemakers for them. What I'm gonna do is buy some next week to give to everybody, okay? And when I give them to you, here's the deal, you'll be able to change out Ryan's photo or David and Maria's photo or whatever with your own, okay? So if you're building one, you may put a little placeholder for your face or for your picture and your little blurb and how you write things. But I want to see what you can come up with from a student's perspective, because then we can take those student perspective pages, build out 10 of those, give them as templates to everybody, and let everybody promote using from a student's perspective, which again, I think is a really big benefit that you guys have that you have not yet explored, because you really just don't know how, okay? So that's part one for next week, all right? Now, I also told you that I was going to give you one of my pages, okay? One of my pages that's doing well, so I'm going to do that now. Mind you, this page is going to be in here for you as Facebook page. Ryan's page is in here as funnel 14. You'll get all 15 of these, but you'll get this Facebook one to kind of go back over as well, okay? All right, then we have the best opt-in page. All right, I want to be very clear. This page is not to be used on Facebook because it is not Facebook compliant, okay? It works well on solo ads. This is the best one that we've found so far, and we've tested a bunch. This has been the best one, and it tends to always win, but we made some changes. This page right here has worked extremely well. Now, what I have not done is implement the pop-up on it yet, because I wanted to just get the page itself. So I'm going to take Ryan's pop-up, because it's really awesome, and put it on this page next week and test it. But right now, from a basic standpoint, this page has worked really well. So I'm going to give you this page so that you can use it. It's optimized for mobile. It's worked really, really well for us. When the timer expires, it automatically will redirect people to your affiliate link or anything. Like I said, if you're not a member of the Partner with Anthony program, please understand that that does not mean that you can't use this, training, right? I mean, usually our training is not about one program at all. It's about what we're building together. The Partner with Anthony program is $7 a month, so there is a cost to it. It's not free. The next business we build will be a free business, right? So, I mean, it'll just be 100% free. And people like free. How many of you like free? Just say yes. Okay. Jim says free, right? But how many of you don't mind paying $7 for Partner with Anthony? Just say yes for me. I got lots more yeses a lot faster. That's what happens when you add tons of value. So, I mean, that's always the goal. So this page right here has worked really well for me. I'm going to give this to you. I want you to use this only for solo ads, okay? Only for solo ads. Do not use it on Facebook. It won't work, okay? They will just be like, no, and then they cut you off, okay? So do not use that on Facebook, but I'm going to give it to you for this. So we basically got this done, okay? Let's talk about this next business and how we're going to plan this out. And then, like I said, I'm going to buy more pages next week. I'll be totally honest with you. I know some of you have built pages for this week, and my plan was to buy some this week, but I'll be 100% honest. I woke up, it was Tuesday morning, with this reaction again. So I spent all day Tuesday sulking about it. Then Wednesday in the doctor's office, I think twice. Then I went to pick up medicine. Then I'm not a person that likes to take medicine. I like to not take medicine if I don't have to. So then I'm scared of having to take the medicine, so I'm reading all about it. And I see it like causes seizures and irregular heartbeats, and I'm like, what is going on in my life? So then I wouldn't take the medicine. And then I woke up today and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the medicine. And then I didn't take the medicine. So then I text my doctor and I'm like, I need you to tell me that I can take this medicine and I'm gonna be okay. And he's like, take the medicine, you're gonna be fine. And so after I get off of here tonight, I'm gonna take the medicine and pray for the best, right? So I'll be totally honest, I just haven't been in the right headspace to get a lot done this week. I find that, when we're, and this is what we talk about a lot on here, just sometimes life gets in the way of the things that we want to do and we want to accomplish, and we have to figure out how in our heads we can get to a point where we're okay with not being perfect, right? Where we're okay with a little bit of discouragement, a little bit of things that maybe aren't happening great in our lives, and still be able to push forward. Now, I tell you that while I tell you that it's ruined my whole week, right? But you can see that I'm still here, and that's the biggest thing. Like, that's the biggest thing is, look, I tell you guys how important the Success Connection is. It's because it's a responsibility that doesn't matter and doesn't care if I've had a bad week, right? It doesn't. It's not like a big alert goes out to thousands of people and says, hey, Anthony had a bad week, so we're not going to do this today. Like, it happens every Thursday night. And what I find with this is it's re-energizing when you've had a bad week and when you might have been derailed a little bit to get on here and get back on track. It gets me back on track because my mind is focused. If I turn this webcam off and quit seeing all this stuff on my face, I would be even more focused. But I know that oftentimes you guys like to focus on me talking, so I'm leaving it on. But the fact of the matter is that the Success Connection helps keep me on the path to doing what I need to do. And if I'm derailed or derailed for the first 2-3 days of the week, I may not get everything done for this week on here, but like I get on here and I'm progressing and I'm teaching and I'm learning and I'm figuring out what I need to do to help you. This is why I think it's so important for you, because if I can have a bad week and it completely derails me, I know you can, right? Like, I'm a pretty headstrong person. It's very hard to get me off my game. And yet even I am, this happens to me, right? To the point where I'm just like pitying myself, poor me, poor me. But when I know I have a responsibility, I got to get on here. I got to do this. I got to smile. I got to be able to deliver some value to you because that's what you're here for, right? So it allows me that opportunity to focus and to put things in perspective, right? Because look, I know there's people on here who have much worse weeks than me, right? And I know there's people around the world that have had much worse weeks than me. I know people who have lost people. I've seen people who have been diagnosed with cancer this week. I've seen people who have lost loved ones this week. I've seen people who have lost their jobs this week. I mean, there's so many different things. And I'm like, all poor me, because I'm having some weird allergic reaction that won't go away. It helps you to put things in perspective when you come together in a group, and that's the whole reason why I created this place, the Success Connection. So I encourage you not to miss. I encourage you to be here every week and to make it a requirement, you know, just like going to work, right? You don't just wake up and, I don't think I'm going to go to work, you know, like there's only so many days you can miss, right? Same thing with school and with college and, you know, real responsibilities. Turn the Success Connection into a real responsibility for you and don't miss. And when you do that, you'll help yourself immensely, because then you'll be able to wake up and realize I'm going to get things done, and it really does not matter how I feel or what's happened for this week. I got this responsibility and I'm going to get things done. And I really do think that that helps push people along, and it's going to help you as well. So I just wanted to take a second to say that. So I'm giving you all 3 of these pages that you guys can create. Next week, I'm going to buy the Facebook compliant page, okay? And I'm also going to give you a survey for your next free business. Now, what that means is that means that you actually have to show up in order to have any input. But if you show up, you are going to get to choose between 3 options. You choose. Okay? So you get to choose what you want to do and the path that you want to take with it, okay? And I think that's really, really important for everybody to be able to have some input, to be able to say, yep, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do, right? So I'm going to give you some options next week to let you choose what type of business you want to build together next. I've done this before. It's worked out really well, and everybody's really happy, because ultimately we're building businesses that you get for free. And if you're using the Partner with Anthony business, what we want to start talking about is funnel stacking. Okay, we'll do a funnel stacking training. okay? And that is multiplying, that is multiplying profits. So what I'm going to do is show you how to funnel stack. If you've got the Partner with Anthony program, that's part one of your funnel stacking. But there are other funnels that we've given you, and we'll give you some more, and it'll really allow you to start building out this funnel stacking opportunity. And when you do, there's so much money in it, right? Like, I've already seen a few people who have said they've made money from their email list. They've done this, they've done that from the Partner with Anthony program. Imagine what happens when you have the Partner with Anthony program and 6 other things that you can funnel stack with it, so that now when those leads come in, you have all these things that you can make money from. It's not just 1, it's not just 2, it's not just 3, it's like 6 different things outside of the Partner with Anthony program, which has all those other things in it, right? It becomes this big machine, and that's what you really want, right? So next week, that's what we're gonna do. Facebook compliant page. I want you to create them, post them in our group. If you're not a member of our group, I'll show you how to become a member here in just a minute, because we're gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna pay you $250 for this. I'm gonna buy as many as I like, okay? So I want you to do it from a student's perspective. Then I'm gonna give you the survey to choose what business we do next, and I'm gonna do a funnel stacking training to show you how to stack these funnels and how to turn these funnels into mega dollars for yourself and for everybody else involved. So I think it's gonna be really awesome stuff, okay? Really awesome stuff. So what do we do next, okay? Well, first of all, I want you to get all these funnels, okay? Remember, I just gave you Ryan's funnel page 14. I gave you my Facebook funnel page, and then I'm also giving you my best funnel page, okay? So a lot of different things in there. You'll find them all right here, okay? So Ryan's funnel and the Facebook funnel are right here in the student opt-in pages funnel. So you will go here to get this. Now, for those of you that don't have a link to this page, I'm gonna give it to you in just a second. So hang tight, just pay close attention now so you know where to get this, okay? So you'll scroll all the way down. This is your Student Resource Center. So if you're new, you've got a Student Resource Center. It's completely free. It's for the Success Connection and only the Success Connection. You'll wanna go right here and download these student opt-in pages right there that have Ryan's funnel and that new Facebook funnel that I built for you. And here's the deal. It will automatically put it into your ClickFunnels account. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account, you need one. There's a free trial of it up here on the top of the page. I'll show you in a second, okay? Then number 2, you'll want to go right here where it says My Best Opt-in Page, and it's got a download button. I'm going to activate that download button in just a minute. You'll be able to download that funnel right there. What that's going to do is put that funnel into your account as well. So one click of the button, you get all these funnels. If you're brand new and you're just joining us for the first time, you can click all these download buttons and get all these assets completely free, okay? Not just for Partner with Anthony, but for every funnel we've built. The 7-figure email strategies funnel, completely free. The Inboxer Academy funnel, completely free. The 8-figure funnel formula, completely free. The solo ad workshop, all of these things, funnels 8 through 11, all of these funnels are free for you tonight. But here's the thing. All of these links stop working at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get access to this, you got to do it now, okay? Procrastination is not my best friend, and procrastination shouldn't be your best friend. You need to do it immediately, okay? We close all the links off so that people don't share our assets with people who are not members of the Success Connection. So it makes sense. We're just protecting our stuff, okay? Couple of quick things. When you go here, you should subscribe to Facebook alerts. It lets me notify you when things are going on. We've got our free trial to ClickFunnels here. If you click this link, you can get a free trial for, I think, 2 weeks to ClickFunnels. So you need ClickFunnels to build your business, to use all these funnels that we're building for you. Do you have to have ClickFunnels to be a member of the Success Connection? No. Do you have to buy ClickFunnels through my link to get all this stuff for free? No. But if you don't have ClickFunnels and you would like to use ClickFunnels to literally click a button, have all these funnels and businesses built out for you, it's done. It'll instantly be in your account in 2 seconds, right? If you want that, you need to click this button right here and get a free trial to ClickFunnels, okay? If you are not a Partner with Anthony member, you can join it right here, okay? So this is a link to join the Partner with Anthony program. It's right here. You can click this link. You can join the Partner with Anthony program. It's going to cost you $7. You'll be inside of the program. You'll be able to use it and go through and use all these assets that we've talked about, we've built out specifically for this program. Understand, if you are new, we do not always have a paid program that we're going over and training on the Success Connection. This is the first time actually we've ever done that. And as we move forward, it will not be a paid program, meaning everything we build is free, right? So it's important for you to note that. But if you don't have partner with Anthony, you definitely need it. It's awesome. So there's a link to it right here, okay? All right, so with that said, how do you get to this page? How would a person get here to this awesome page where they can get all these things? Well, the first thing you want to do is go right here to this website address. It's go.vsc.com/funnel, okay? And the password for this truly awesome page, which I wrote down, is 2019. So it is active right now. You can go there and you can put that password in and it will automatically let you onto that page. So it's go.vsc.com/funnel. You got to type that into your web browser, put in that password, boom, it opens up that page until midnight tonight. If you are not a member of our Facebook group, you need to join it. Here's the link right over here. Sorry, here's the link right here. Go.vsc.com/group. There are thousands of people in there helping each other every single day. Hundreds of people that have made money with Partner with Anthony that can help you. And if you build out one of these funnel pages, like I said, download our funnels, okay? Rebuild a funnel that's Facebook compliant, post it in this Facebook group before next Thursday, and I might buy it from you for 250 bucks. And that's the quickest $250 you'll ever make. It's called learning while you're earning, right? I'm incentivizing you to do it because if you do it, you can, you're learning, right? In the process, this is great, but you also can get paid $250 from me, which I think is pretty awesome too, right? So you'll want to go here, go.vsc.com/funnel. The password is 2019, so 2019. That will let you in. You can instantly go in and download your funnels and have everything that you need. I'll pull it up here on the screen once more. You'll see the Partner with Anthony program right here, and then you will see the free trial to ClickFunnels right here. And then if you scroll on down, you'll see the Partner with Anthony assets all available to you, all ready to rock and roll right now. Listen, guys, I want to thank you for toughing it out with me. I'm glad we had a really good training session tonight. I'm glad we learned a lot about Facebook. How many of you enjoyed learning what the do's and don'ts of Facebook compliant pages? Just say yes. Okay, I see a lot. Okay, good. I was kind of go-to was hanging up. So many of you were typing, it was freezing up. So I see lots of people saying yes. So that means we did a good job on that. Leave me some comments in the group. Let everybody know how much you like the Success Connection. I may give away some cash tonight once I go in here and take this terribly bad medicine. I may give away some cash in the Facebook group if you've made some posts and said, I'm ready to rock and roll next week. I'm ready for the Success Connection next week. I can't wait. Anything. Because at the end of the day, my goal is to energize people, right? My goal is for you to help energize the other 14,000 people that are in there so that they'll do something, right? Like, it's not like we're on here selling anything tonight. It's all about just energizing people to actually follow through. Because, man, I tell you what, when you follow through with what you're doing and you have somebody that's willing to teach you and take the time to teach you, yeah, there's just so much money to be made on the internet. There's just so much success to be had. One of our students, Mike C., hit me up and said he's quitting his job. He just resigned from his job today. So I want to congratulate Mike. And if you guys see Mike in the Facebook group, congratulate him. He is quitting his job and he will now be full-time on the internet. And that is an awesome, awesome thing. It's awesome to see people kicking jobs to the curb and being able to be so successful online. They're making enough money that they don't have to have that job anymore and that responsibility and that, working for somebody else type of thing anymore. And not that having a job is bad. And look, there's lots of people without them. And if you got one, you're very blessed to have a job in the first place. But our goal should always be to control us and to work for ourselves and to build our business and to be entrepreneurs. And if you can do that and you can break free and have that financial freedom, but also that time freedom, man, it's just such an amazing thing. So congratulations to Mike. And I want to be congratulating so many of you for doing the same thing and being able to do the same thing. And not that I am the only reason that Mike did that at all, but knowing that I might have contributed a little bit to it is good enough for me. Being able to contribute a little bit to everybody's success, I don't need to take all the credit. I just want to contribute as much as I can to help you get to the goals that you have and reach the goals that you have. So hopefully we keep doing that week in and week out, right? Next week is going to be amazing. Make sure you post your Facebook compliant pages in the group. Right on your post, Facebook compliant page submission, okay? Facebook compliant page submission. So I go through it. I know that this is the one that you're submitting that's Facebook compliant. Post them in the group. I'm sure I'll see some from some of our usual people, David, Maria, and also Ryan, and so many others that post every single week in there. And you guys can look at what they're doing, kind of feed off of that, and really build some awesome stuff. I'll buy it. I'll be giving it away to all of you next week, completely free. That's my gift to you for showing up and for doing what you need to do to be more successful. We'll also do this survey for your next free business, which you want to be a part of, and we'll talk about funnel stacking. It's going to be amazing. So with that said, guys, listen, have a great night. Have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all back right here, same place, same time next week on the Success Connection. Thanks again for being here. Leave me some comments in the Facebook group. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Good night.